G'day, Spartan here, and welcome back to our Alfa Romeo Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod mini-series. Okay, so welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we've got our third episode of rebuilding Alfa Romeo, and as you can see on the car stats, we're not doing too bad at doing just that. But first of all, just before we get started, I just want to say a massive thank you to Aiden, Greg, Starbeam, and Tommy. I got some awesome feedback. One of those was to show more of the parts being built, so we're going to do that in this episode. We'll trial it out. And you guys can let me know. Again, I don't know exactly the format I want to go with this, but we're doing 5 races an episode at the moment, so that's pretty much what I wanted to go with. You know, try and speed through the season and show more of the long-term development over the season. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with the design new part. I think it'd be interesting to see where our knowledge available is, because obviously it goes up with each part you build. So you can already tell that our main focus, well, so far this season has been brakes. Just because it's, again, a short part that we can build quite a lot of, get lots of improvements on. We're going to build another one of those, but we've got a bit of work to do on the gearbox and suspension throughout the rest of the season as well. And even the rear wing, but our rear wing's pretty good. We're still third somehow, even though we haven't built a new one in about 6 races, but that's fine. These are our components for our brakes, so we're just going to do a bit of trial and error, just see what this number changes. We sort of want a high 1.4, close to 1.5, which I think we'll do pretty easily. Oh, that's actually not a bad little component there, is it? At all. But that's probably the one we want to go with. Yeah, wow, okay. But that's interesting, because that means that we have 2 of the exact same part, which make it equal for the cars. But we're not going to do that just because we need to get more of a bonus on de-acceleration, and it'll actually help out the reliability as well. But it's going to be 19 days for a set of brakes, which is quite a lot. But got to do what you got to do. Okay, so the Hungaorring's just about to kick off, but I thought we'd go through the parts here and see where we've improved. So as you see there, a 1363 and 1369 to a 1474, 1437. And we're building another set of brakes, so we'll be into the 1.5s, which is pretty big improvements there. But on the engine side of things, again, 1383, 1422 has turned into 1524 and 1479. So we've seen some massive improvements in that area, and you can see it on the track as well. When it's an engine focused track, we have sometimes a good weekend, sometimes a bad weekend, but there seems to be a lot of rain on those weekends, which helps us out a little bit as well. But on the front wing, we're sort of forcing it here with this 46% reliability. We only just built this, but if you click on this one, what he used to have, he becomes unhappy and we lose a crap ton of morale. So we're going to keep him on that part. It might break off the car, but oh well, as long as he's a little bit less unhappy. Yeah, not as much of an advancement on the performance on the front wing, but gearbox, again, we've only built one of these last 3 parts, but pretty big upgrades, 1534 from a 1471. And it just means that the second car doesn't have to use a 1412, it can instead use the old first part. I don't know how they have such big gaps in their parts already, but I mean, look at that one, 1435 to 1365. So Leclerc is just in an absolute crap box, if I'm being honest. So now he's in a little less of a crap box. That was a bit of a tongue twister, but now we've got some decent parts. Again, we're well and truly out of the 1.3s, which is fantastic. Starting to push both cars into the 1.5 era in certain departments. So hopefully we can continue on with that and get a good result at the Hungaorring as well. Okay, so the Hungaorring is in the books. Oscar Piastri wins. The first race is won in I think 4 races. Verstappen won 1 and Russell won 3. But Hamilton did run out of fuel, so that Mercedes curse continues. But our boys actually had a decent race down in 13 and 14. It was a completely dry race, which is good because that means we have some genuine pace. As you can see, to be on pace, like in the dry, to get 13 and 14, not too bad. We did have 2 DNFs, and I just realized it has a skull icon when they crash out. That's a little dark, but fair enough. And we were some way off the points, not gonna lie, but is that a Prema in 9th place? You're kidding. Let's have a look at this. So yes, Prema did pick up some more points. So this championship standings is going to get tasty. So just because we scored 17 points doesn't mean we're safe. So hopefully we can get another bunch of good results, which we are looking like we're going to do. But let's continue developing the car and get back on the track afterwards. Okay, Spa GP is over, and look at that, a double points finish, the first of the series. Leclerc finished above Schwartzman as well. We only just held off Sainz, but as you can tell by the stops on the right of the screen, we killed it on strategy. We went on the softs for the whole way to the last wet period for the last 11 laps. And then from there, we just pushed the hell out of the tyres, used all our leftover fuel, because we didn't have the best qualifying session either. We actually qualified down. We were out in Q1 because the wet actually caught me out for once, but we put it together with an amazing race, good comeback, and Prema didn't have a good finish either. Piastri wins another race. We get a double points finish. Rebels are down quite a bit as well, so you know, we're doing quite well here. The only teams above us is one Ferrari, the Mercedes, the McLarens, and the Red Bulls, who are all like on another level. But yeah, good race at Spa-Francorchamps. Oh no, I've done a big oopsie. I've forgotten to renew the pit crew contracts. We've lost half our pit crew. That is less than ideal. It's so annoying. If you forget, that's it. So you got to go through individually and just renew all the contracts every 12 races, or else you lose them all. And there's no way to cheat them back in either. But anyway, it happens. So hopefully we don't have too many pit crew mistakes in the coming races. But yeah, it's not great when you got these guys. So still 1.9, 7th on grid. But they are pretty fatigued, so we're going to make the best out of the bad situation. Okay, so I got the event where I could choose a vote for $1 million, and seeing that we're making so much money here with Alfa Romeo, we're legit making, yeah, as I say, they're $2 mil a race, so that is legit. We are going to choose a vote here. We're going with Advanced ERS, so next season we have another little thing to sort of use. I'm a fan of ERS, obviously it's used in real Formula 1, so we're just going to use, I mean, it won't benefit us, so I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't get rejected because that's 5 teams that won't progress, won't benefit, and 3 teams that it will. We'll give it 2 votes because it's our vote. We haven't really voted for anything this season, and we've been abstaining our votes. I think I lost all the votes that I had at McLaren, but right now it's 5-1. Let's skip to the end here, and it looks like it went through quite well. Fantastic. Red Bull voted as well, even though it wouldn't benefit them. So next season we've got ARS. Okay, so those brakes we built at the start of the episode are finally done. Let's have a look at them in the improved parts. 1517 has already got the reliability, so we're going to switch out what we were building before, and that is a massive upgrade for the second car. It's a decent upgrade for the first car. As you can see, we're in the 1.5s now, but that Leclerc is going to feel the benefit as well as he jumps up 50 performance and takes the old part. But we're going to build a new part here. Let's build another. I feel like we must have dropped on the rear wing. Yeah, we did. So let's build another rear wing quickly, and hopefully we can get back up to 3rd on the grid. That would be amazing. Let's build, I suppose, this one or this one? This one for sure. 1528, that will be very good for us. So a completely dry Zandvoort results in us getting 12th and 13th. It's actually kind of cute how our cars are always right next to each other. It feels like the last couple of races they've been finishing in adjacent spots, but Leclerc actually finishes above Schwartzman again. Schwartzman just doesn't get a good start off the line and he drops back, and then he has to spend the rest of the race fighting back to where he started. So that's a bit frustrating, but Leclerc always gets a good start, shoots up the grid. So even though Leclerc qualifies in 20th every race and Schwartzman gets to about 13th, sometimes 11th, we always try and qualify through Q2 on the soft tire, because I'd rather not make it through in Q2 than having to start Q3 in like 10th on the super soft. If you follow that, then yeah, you got it. But yeah, who won this race? Is that like Piastri again? Okay, Russell in 2nd, but not a terrible race. 12th and 13th. Ricciardo just hanging in the points in that Red Bull. Red Bull always go down a couple of seasons into this mod, but yeah, that was the Zandvoort GP. Okay, so rear wing build done. We're going to quickly design another part here. We've only designed one of each of these parts, so actually we've designed another front wing. Oh no, it was the gearbox, wasn't it? Yeah, so let's build another suspension so we can get a big upgrade on the second car there. And it doesn't look like the second row of components are that good, if I'm being honest, which is a bit disappointing. I guess we do that one. Yeah, that's actually not too bad at all. Let's do that one and that one. And 1521, so well and truly into the 1.5s now with each of our parts. Well, not all of them, but the ones that we've worked on enough are in the 1.5s, which is great to see. Alright, so suspension done. We've actually got 2 parts in this one sort of between races period. We're going to go do another gearbox because that's another part that we haven't really developed all too much. We've got to start getting on to next year part soon, to be honest, but we're going to go ahead and build that again, another 1.5 part, which is beautiful. Build that one, and then onto, I think we're going to build a big engine next. Okay, so a fantastic Monza GP, really. A fantastic Q1 performance where both our boys got out. That was probably because it was the rain. We lost Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton in Q1 this weekend, and Lewis crashed out of the race, so not a good weekend for him. As you see, that dark skull icon, which I can't believe is the crash thing, but anyway. Russell wins this race, so a mixed weekend for Mercedes, but we get another point. Schwartzman put in a shift. That being said, he probably wouldn't have got the point if Hamilton didn't crash out right at the end, but hey, you got to take it as it comes. Leclerc didn't have a good start from Q1, dropped right to the back of the grid, and quite frankly stayed there. But as you can see, our stops are always so much less than everyone else. We got light footed on both cars now, so that is a big advantage because we can just go on the soft tyres for much longer. But decent race at Monza. Okay, quite a weird politics vote here. 2 drier weather tyre compounds. I don't know what to think about this. I'm not a fan, to be honest, so we're going to vote against. Does that mean that there's only going to be hards and mediums, or only softs and mediums? I only use 2 anyway, but I don't want to lose the super softs. I'm a bit confused with this one. We're going to vote against it just because I like the status quo, and it is rejected. Thank God. I did not want to have to not use the super softs and use the mediums. I never use the mediums or hards, whatever they're called. Alright, gearbox is now complete. I said that we're going to go straight into an engine, and we are going to do just that. And I'm not too impressed by the great components, so we're going to do reliability. And then we're going to do, what are we going to do here? There's quite a few options here. All of them do top speed. Maybe this one or this one. It looks like this one's the best one, 1509, and then that one there. So 1529, another 1.5 engine will be perfect, and the reliability will already be set, which is lovely. Let's build that one. Alright, Sochi GP in the books, and Schwartzman in 8th place. Lewis Hamilton wins his first race of the season, I believe, 15 races in. Leclerc up into 13th as well. This was the first time, I believe, we actually made it into Q3 with Schwartzman on the soft tyre. So we got to start on the soft tyres and get into Q3. So the car had some pace this weekend. I love rounding out the grid in last. Not the best season for him. Liam Lawson's also been towards the bottom a lot as well. And we've seen a big drop off in Aston Martin, who always seem to be down there too. But we split the top 4 teams with Norris, our former driver in this channel, finishing below Schwartzman, so doing absolute bits at Sochi. This is a little bit interesting. So a Mercedes pit blunder for George Russell handed the win to Hamilton. I was wondering why Hamilton won. It's a bit weird because he's been so off the pace, but Russell is pissed, so he might be looking to get out of that team. We've also had quite a few interview questions about Piastri. We've butted him up about 3 times throughout the season. I don't think I'll sign him. It's a bit unrealistic. But yeah, it's just interesting more than anything. But George Russell is pissed at the moment. I don't think we'll sign him either. But, you know, the tea has spilt over at Mercedes. Alright, so a bit of a standings update before we end the episode. We are in 6th place still a fair way behind Alpine, but we have increased the gap to Williams. We're looking to make the 6th place spot our own. And considering our target was to avoid relegation at that bottom spot, which AlphaTauri look like they could be in threat of, because Prema are picking up points every now and then through Theo, who's doing bits every now and then. But yeah, 6th place for us. We're doing so well. I'm so happy with that. It's such a grind to get, you know, fight so hard to get a 10th place and add 1 point on. But when we occasionally get those 4-point races, it's fantastic. But yes, these last 8 races are going to be quite exciting, I think. On the car side of things, we are still the 6th best car on grid. We're still worst on top speed, but we're building a new engine right now. We've made a bit of an advance in acceleration, but not really. Still 7th there. 3rd best brakes in the grid. Of course, we've got those epic brakes. Low speed corners 5th, medium speed 7th, and high speed corners we're back up to 3rd after that new rear wing. So we're good on the brakes and the rear wing. The brakes are important around Singapore, so hopefully we can have a good race out there. But that'll be it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a bit of a longer one, but we focused on different aspects of the series. That's the best part about it. We can just focus on different things and still do 5 races an episode. But I'm going to try and make most of the focus next time out, wrapping up the season. I'm going to smash through the races, and we could get through an entire season of Motorsport Manager in 4 episodes, which has never been done on this channel before. But if you're enjoying the series, please leave any feedback down in the comment section below. Anything you want to see, leave a like in the video if you're enjoying, and consider subscribing if you're not already. That being said, I will see you for episode 4.